Coming up.
Brian, you were so wrong about him.
Oh, Mom, go watch. What was that show?
What did you say?
Go watch Perfect Match and then tell me.
That was 2 years ago.
Oh, 2 years ago.
Oh, no.
Okay. I don't want my own kids, so that was like my angle.
How come? What's the...
I don't really like kids.
Oh.
He has changed his ways.
That's what they want you to think.
I'm a Gemini.
Same.
Oh.
Men Gemini, though, are different.
This is a good one.
Government is the people that came up with the word conspiracy theory anyway. That's what they all say.
Meet Harry Jowsey, reality TV heartthrob. He's been loved, ghosted, cancelled, and kissed. He's spilled his guts.
I did what?
In a world of ghosting and dodging red flags, Harry's filling his boyfriend's toolbox one lesson at a time. It's Harry Jowsey, boyfriend's material.
What is going on, you naughty little chickens? Welcome back. I hope you're feeling amazing. We have two incredible guests on. They actually have a podcast called Sorry We're Cyrus. Wasn't it Sorry We're High or something?
Yes.
What happened?
I got sober.
Same. Well, I'm trying.
Yeah, it's not a fun or easy, but
Well, I was like, I was addicted to this thing called Kratom. Have you heard of this one?
No.
Don't do it. Yeah, fuck.
What
and
is
nicotine. No, so there's this drink called Feel Free, and I'm fully gonna. Have you heard of them?
what?
Yeah, no. So like, I was like going, when I was going out and stuff, I was like, oh, I don't want to drink anymore. Like, I'm done being a naughty boy. And then I'd have these drinks called Feel Free. One of my friends was like, it's a sober alternative. It's kind of like a euphoric Adderall. The problem is it feels really good.
Oh, God.
And then any like major decision, I'm like, I should have one of these. And I was just, though I think you're meant to only have like half of one a day. I started having 12 a day. The point was like throwing up, and like, I'm like, oh, actually I have a problem with this. And my therapist was like, you should go to rehab. I'm like, that's,
Oh, my God.
let's take a step back.
It's like you
Yeah.
with Celsius.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm the same now as well.
Yeah, I didn't know how much was
Caffeine
in
was in
caffeine,
there.
and I was just like chugging them all day.
She thought they were just tasty beverages.
Isn't it green tea? It's okay.
No, it's
No.
like 300 milligrams of caffeine in a can.
Oh, I've had two today.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I literally was just chugging them, and Brandi was like, "Mom, what are you doing?"
Yeah, your heart's going to explode.
Yeah,
Wait, do you get anxious from them or not really?
I didn't. No,
No, but it's not good for you.
no.
Mm-mm.
Wait, how's it working together? Is it
Awesome.
difficult?
It's
Okay.
great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I feel like I get so sassy with my mom sometimes.
We do, but that's what makes it good, I
Yeah,
think. Yeah.
we do, but
I
not
know.
too sassy.
No, and that's not
No?
too bad. Yeah.
Is there a story when you accidentally got too high before you were sober?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
it was not good at all.
Wait, what happened? Are you okay?
It happened twice.
There's been a few times.
Yeah. Once it was at Miley's like 17th birthday party, I think.
17?
Wasn't it?
No, she wasn't that young, was she?
Maybe not. It was at Beecher's.
That was Noah's party.
No.
Okay.
No, this was
Well,
just...
Noah had her sweet 16 at Beecher's.
Yeah, so anyway, it was at Beecher's Madhouse. Have you ever heard of Beecher's?
Yeah, I think I met this guy in Vegas.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah.
Very
you
scary.
Absolutely
There was too much
would've.
going on.
There's a lot,
Lot
going on.
going
Wait,
on.
why was he having a birthday?
So Beecher's, he used to have a club in the Roosevelt Hotel.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Okay.
Back in
And
the day.
so, like, and Miley would have parties there, and it was a whole thing. But this was actually before I smoked, and I
Oh,
ate some
the weed
I
brownie.
ate some brownies at the party,
Oh, no.
and like I wasn't even going home because I felt weird. But anyway, I got home, went to sleep, woke up 2 hours later, and everything was spinning. And I
not
was
what you
coming
wanted to do.
freaking unglued. And I actually called Miley, and I was like, oh my gosh, Miley, I feel so weird and so sick. Like, I need to go to the emergency room. You have to come get me right now. And she was like, Mom, what's wrong? And I was like, oh my God. And she was like, I just saw you a few hours ago and you were fine. She was like, did you eat something? Like, tell me what's, and I was like, no, the only thing I ate was a brownie. And she goes, at Beecher's? And I'm like, yes. She goes, Mom, that was a weed brownie.
Oh,
She was like, how much did you eat? And I'm like, the whole thing. And she's like, holy crap.
Okay, but that was an accidental time. There's been a few like on purpose times you've gotten too high.
No, I feel
Yes,
like,
when Noah played in Denver, Colorado, you were so stoned you couldn't speak.
oh.
You were mute, and then you tried to get yourself back to my apartment, and I had to call someone to let you in because you literally weren't speaking.
Oh.
Like you weren't talking to anyone.
Maybe it's good I am sober.
Wait, what about you? Have you got a crazy story?
I didn't really ever smoke weed.
Really?
I've tried it a few times, and it's just like not for me.
I remember one time in high school, I accidentally like was selling acid, which don't do. And
You accidentally sold it?
yeah, because my friend told me it was a good idea, and then like apparently you're not meant to touch it with your fingers.
Oh.
And I was like, yeah, here guys, ripping up the tabs, and my friend was like, don't do that.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, apparently, like it dissolves into you.
That makes
Oh
sense.
my God.
Yeah, and then he's like, you may as well just take a tab anyway. And I remember like calling my friend. And I was like, hey man, it's the first time ever doing acid. I'm really scared. Like, what's going on? He goes, you're in a different dimension than me. Goodbye.
Oh.
Hangs up. I was like, holy fuck. This is crazy. I get
This is
home.
nuts.
My dog was staring at me. My whole family's like at my place. Well, because I was 17. I'm at their place. My bad. Yeah. Why am I acting like I had my shit together? I was selling acid.
You're like, I still lived at home.
Yeah, literally. I was at high school. My dog was staring at me. It's barking, but its mouth wasn't moving.
Oh, shit.
And I'm like, okay, this is terrifying. Don't wake up mom. And then I remember my sister was like, if you ever have too much like weed or something, you should have vitamin C. Like brings you down.
Oh.
Is that true?
I don't
Probably
know.
not.
She's probably a liar. There was no vitamin C, so I just started eating apples. I ate like 5 apples and the core of the apples. It didn't do anything.
You did not eat the core.
I ate everything because I was like, I need the vitamin C.
I
don't even-
Wait, are
dying.
apples high in vitamin C?
No,
I don't think
I
any
don't
of this
think.
is
Well,
true.
they definitely weren't.
No, they definitely weren't.
But it was probably, I don't know. I was probably eating something random because I was so high. But then I remember laying in bed and I told myself, oh, the house started breathing on me. And that was scary.
Oh,
That
yeah,
is
that would be
scary.
scary.
And then people wanted more acid. I was like, guys, I'm out. I don't know what to do.
You're like, it's all in my blood. I can't give you
I
anymore.
was like, I'm so scared. And then I remember the TV. I was watching the TV and like it was like Snapchat filters. Like everyone's eyes would like go big and the voices would go squeaky. It was really terrifying. And then I told myself if I get from one side of my bed to the other, it's gonna wear off. Didn't wear off.
No.
Worse. Anyway.
For how long?
It's like 12 hours. The next day I woke up, I called my best friend and said, I want to kill your girlfriend.
I mean, that sounds terrible.
It's crazy.
I would have been at the hospital for sure.
For sure.
Yeah, don't do it.
No, never.
No, don't do it.
No.
Anyway, wait, how do you guys deal with conflict like when on your show? Back to you guys.
We were just talking about this. We're both so non-confrontational and passive that we don't really do conflict.
No, we don't.
Which is terrible.
Wait, how do you not do conflict? Because I feel like at some point you have to get a little bit snappy.
We really like every now and then I feel like maybe, but it's rare.
It really is.
It's really rare.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I know.
But how do you move through stuff? You just like ignore it
Keep
until
it
you guys are
moving.
over?
Just, keep it moving, sweep it on under the rug, and on we go.
Wait, is there any advice you give to like people that maybe don't know how to do that? Like me?
I mean, I just feel like my thing is like, if with friends or like in with my boyfriend, like people that do want to work through things, that's hard for me because I feel like in the family we don't really do that.
Yeah.
And
Right.
for whatever, my whole thing is like, listen,
Yeah.
is this worth us being mad at each other for
No.
the next few days? Like, let's
Yeah.
just really think about like, how deep is this problem?
Yeah.
You know? And for me, it's like the things that are worth like arguing about or having conflict over, like in the big scheme of things, I'm like, is this really that important
Yeah.
that we're going to hate each other for 3 days or be mad at each other? To me, it's just usually not that deep.
Yeah, me either.
Yeah.
But how do you deal with that with like friends and stuff? Because I feel like some friends,
hard.
especially, hey, not to be an idiot, but some girls, it's really difficult to be like, hey, this isn't going to matter in 6 months.
Literally, it's not.
Let's move on. And they're like, oh, so you think my opinion doesn't matter?
Oh,
Let
boy.
me tell you-
Those girls drive me nuts.
But I've dated plenty of sensitive
good.
men that also have say the same shit, you know?
Yeah.
So
no, that all drives me nuts.
me too. I'm like, it's not that
I,
deep.
I know. I'm like, calm. It's fine. Let's
Yeah.
keep it moving.
Okay,
But
good.
like, I will say that like I now I'm just got remarried
Oh, you
like
did?
2 years ago, year and a half
Wow.
ago, and I never knew how to communicate at all.
This is true.
I'm much better at communicating now.
Yes, you are.
Yeah. But
But
also,
you still would prefer to not.
yeah, probably.
Yeah.
probably.
Like if there's a choice, you're like, I'm good.
Yeah, that's
but
true.
like if you have to, at least you have the skills.
That's true. That's
now,
true. That's
you
true.
know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you learn that from this new?
I did, and he's an Aussie.
Oh, he is?
Yeah.
Oh, we're doing something right.
Yeah.
Mm.
Damn, what's
She's with an Aussie too.
what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was just here.
The 6
Oh,
foot
that's
7.
That guy?
He's 7 feet tall, mother.
7 feet.
Is he 7 feet?
Yeah.
That should be a crime.
I said 6
I like
foot
it. This
7.
is
He's
not
6
fair.
foot like 10 or 11.
I tell him he's 6'11" just to humble him a little bit, but I think he's 7 feet.
Wow. That's crazy. See, I just get like this. My whole personality is being a tall guy. So when someone else is tall, I'm like, Just please,
Well,
like, take a
it's
step back.
funny, like both my brothers are 6'4".
Yeah.
Trace might even be 6'5".
Yeah.
And I have never seen them look up to anyone in
Yeah.
my life.
Yeah.
And when they met Matt, they were like looking up at him, and I was like, "Whoa, this is weird."
Do people always ask him like, "Oh, what sport do you play?"
That or everybody asks how tall he is. Whoa, man, how tall are you?
Yeah,
and he
it's-
was
I
like,
feel like it's a-
I think 7 foot.
It's like very much a guy thing as well.
Yeah, men are obsessed with him. It's hilarious.
Is-
I tell him that all the time. Like when I met him, I was worried about the girls being all about him, but honestly, men are just drawn to him.
Yeah, girls
Bro,
like
how tall are you? Whoa, you play football? Like it's
literally,
insane.
girls just like, "Oh, cool, tall guy." And the guy's like, "Wait, what do you do?"
Guy's
What do you-"
freak.
Yeah, people come up to me. I'm like, I'm too uncoordinated to play any sport. Like I just fall over. Like,
How
I'm
tall are you?
I'm 6'5", but now I'm like, I don't know what I am. I'm insecure is what I am now. That,
You're
there's
like,
actually
am I
a tall
even
human.
tall?
6'5" is tall.
6'5" is tall.
Wait, let's talk about Kentucky because I don't know where that is.
Love Kentucky. You don't?
No.
Okay, what states have you been to?
Depressed, manic, happy, just a few like normal states.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so you've never left California?
No, I have. No, I have. I think I've been everywhere, but I just don't know where these places. Okay,
Yeah, that's Kentucky.
I have
we
another
pulled that
friend-
up quick.
We are far.
Is it snow there?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
It does snow
Wait, why did
there.
we move here? Well, apart from like your whole family like blowing up and being everywhere.
That's
but-
how we moved here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Do you go back much or not really?
No, but when
No.
I do, I love it so much.
Would you move back then?
To Kentucky?
Yeah.
No,
you would
I
not.
wouldn't.
Why?
I love LA.
Oh,
I
Really?
do. I love it here.
how long's the Aussie been here?
He's been here a long time.
Oh.
He's been here like
Listen, that's a long time.
Wait a minute. Like in general, how long's he been here?
Yeah, yeah.
Or
was he like born?
he
in
was
Australia,
born
moved
in he was born
Okay.
actually in England, and then he was raised in Australia.
Okay.
And he moved here like 20 years ago.
Yeah.
And
She's like, I don't know.
Are you sure
She's
you're
like,
married?
She's like, he's really hot and like is tatted
Yeah.
and like that's all
you
I
need.
know.
That's all you
Yeah.
need.
That's all you
It's
need,
not something
yeah.
It's like,
but
that
yeah, he's
doesn't
been
matter.
here the same amount of time as me, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. How'd you guys meet? Are you do you want to talk about it or not?
Oh, totally.
It's
yeah.
her favorite thing to
I
talk about.
slid
Okay,
into
cool.
the DMs.
No.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
What'd you say?
Tell
Tell me what works.
I said,
This would only work for her.
Really?
I said, hey, Dom. Like, I totally knew him. And I said, big fan of the show that you were in. And I'm a producer and have a deal at NBCU.
Humble
Would
brag.
love to talk to you about creating a show together.
Genius.
Like where you live in, LA or
Genius.
Australia. And he said, hey, love.
Oh.
LA, how are you? And I said, great. And he said, let's meet up. I said, let's do it. Then we met up and we
Wow.
made out and we've been together ever since.
Wow, it's the best work meeting ever.
It was perfect.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wait, so you literally met up, kissed him, you're like, all right, this is the one?
Literally married him like a year later. It was nuts.
Damn. Wow. Wait,
Yeah.
what about you? Did you
Yeah.
slide in? Or what happened?
No, actually.
slid in?
Did you slide in?
My story's fun though. I met him at a coffee shop
Oh.
and I tried to set him up with my friend.
Wow.
I know.
And,
And
then
she
he was
said
like,
he-
hey, I want you?
Essentially, yeah.
Oh, this is so fun.
And the girl
Yeah.
said it was fine because he wasn't her toppy anyway. And so, yeah,
Oh, wow.
worked out
Her
perfect.
loss.
Yeah. Yeah. Silly guy. This guy's fucking 12 feet over here.
Yeah.
Wait, what advice would you give to me to slide in? Because I could definitely use like, hey, I'm doing this
Yeah.
show. Do you want
You want to come on my podcast?
That's right.
I-
Yeah, I used to do that actually.
I feel like sliding in is tough because everybody does it now. It's like,
Right.
how do
Do
you
they?
stand out, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, that's why I'm asking. I literally
I don't know.
messaged someone, hey, what's
How
good?
great would it be if you could meet somebody organically?
Yeah, true.
That was
Right? At the
organic.
coffee shop.
Well, okay, I get very scared.
What do you mean?
No, it's kind of
You're
crazy.
6'5" and have an accent. What's there to be scared about?
Actually, you got a good point.
I have a great point. Look
Yeah.
look where it got
Well,
him. I do think, you know what? You need a dog.
I got
Give it-
two.
Oh, perfect. Okay,
Yeah.
take the dogs to the coffee shop. Dog's accent tall.
But he like really struggles to breathe. It's like this bulldog. Yeah, bring the cute one.
Yeah, bring the
Oh,
cute
yeah,
one.
only
Yeah.
the cute ones.
So
No,
what's there to be scared about? You have a dog, an accent, and you're tall.
Nah, see, my thing is like I'm just like I'm trying to be mysterious in the corner, like, and then I'm also like in my brain I'm like if it's meant to be, they'll appear.
Wait,
again.
I thought you were the heartbreaker.
He is.
No.
Yes.
That she told me you
No,
were.
Yes.
I haven't broken any hearts. ever.
Okay. I'm sorry. Have you watched your own television shows?
No, actually I haven't. because I would rather die.
Maybe it would be better to watch them and do some self-reflecting.
No, actually, we did do that. And then I was like, you know, because those were like a few years ago. Like, Perfect Match was 2 years ago. I'm like, you know what? That version of myself. Anyway, whoa, what's going on here? Bunch of questions. No, okay, I'm going to give you an example. Like this one time I saw the most beautiful girl I've ever seen in my life at the club. Couldn't talk to her. I legitimately was like, I froze. So I'm like sitting in the corner like this. And I'm like, all right, sweet. Finally found her Instagram. I was like, asked my friends. I was like, what's her Instagram? DM'd her. And we spoke a little bit. But I was too afraid to walk up to someone. Met Sydney Sweeney. Choked up. Couldn't say a word. Legitimately.
I get that.
Legitimately, like my friend was like, oh, say hi to my friend Sydney. And I'm like, hi, Sydney. I'm Harry. And he's like, okay. And then I swear to God, grabbed his tit. Put my hand on his back, grabbed his titty, and I said, how long have you guys known each other? She looks at me, and I look at him, and I'm like, what am I doing? Like, this is sober decision to grab a grown man's tit. And then he's like, yeah, 7 years. And I was like, okay, cool. Walks away. I'm just like, yeah, I'm out. I can't do it. I never want to see her again. I'm so afraid of her. That has scared me. And then I met that Madeline Klein girl, also amazing. She thought I was some other guy. Hey, Leo, what's going on?
Oh my gosh.
And I'm like, not Leo, but I'm Harry. I'm fun. She
You
goes,
should just go with it.
You should have been like, yeah.
Well, I tried to because this guy Leo is on like every show ever, and we kind of look similar.
Oh.
And he's like crushing it. He's amazing.
Okay.
So like it's kind of nice to get mistaken for this guy.
Totally.
But then they said, "Oh no, I'm Harry, but like I'm fun
So
too."
you gotta go. Sometimes, like when I'm in the airport, and people will be like, "Oh my gosh, Miley," and I'm like, "Yep." "Oh my gosh, hi, see ya," and I just keep going.
See, I would abuse that power.
You just gotta go. You just like sometimes it shuts it down easier if you're just like, "Yeah, that's me. See ya."
Oh, good.
Oh, that feels good.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
there's
yeah.
Leo. Yeah.
Okay, I see it.
No, and he's also
Now
got,
see,
he's got an accent.
call me crazy. I think you're cuter than him.
You know what? I
Don't you?
love that. He's beautiful.
Totally.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I think you're cuter.
Wow, he's a
Yeah.
beautiful human.
You
and
need
I
to
love that.
you need to be confident.
I think so.
Well, I'm gonna pretend to be
Women
him more.
love confident men.
They do.
Women love to be pursued.
Okay.
They do.
And women, here's the thing. Most women, I feel like, I mean, we do live in LA, so it could be a little different, but
Yeah. come
women,
on.
like what they want, they go out to bars and go out to coffee shops hoping that some gorgeous man is going to approach them. Like that's what
That
they
is
want.
true.
You know?
Yeah, but see, I would approach them and then be like, "Whoa, cool shoes." And
No,
just
you
walk
got to
away.
practice. You got to practice. You got to have some things to say,
See-
right?
Oh, you're good at this. Tell
Yeah,
him some
t-
things
talk
to
to
say,
me. Help-
Brand.
help
I feel
me.
like you're actually good at what to say.
Really?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
feel like.
help me.
I don't know.
I mean, having the dog is great because it gives you
Oh,
something
yeah.
to talk
But I
about.
can't bring him to the club. So I should just walk outside with my dog, be mysterious,
Yeah.
like look at trees and
Yeah.
stuff, and be like,
Yeah.
"Oh wow."
You could just be like,
I mean, you are
could-
right
you could just be
here.
like, you have the prettiest hair. And a girl would be
Yeah.
like, oh my God, thank you.
I did that to someone. Well, I said that they have the nicest skin ever,
See, that's a great compliment.
and I just
That is nice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you just got to give girls compliments. That's all we want.
okay, because I'm really like I'm
Yeah.
struggling out here, and then I
Yeah.
downloaded Raya again, and
Oh, it's trash.
yeah, well, like what are we doing?
It's terrible. I've tried it a couple times. It never works.
Okay, so I just need to walk up to a girl and be like, "Hey,
yes,
look,
give her a
beautiful hair and
compliment, buy her a
skin."
coffee or a drink.
Okay, this is getting expensive.
Well, I didn't say it was going to be cheap. I didn't say it was going to be cheap. You got a podcast. You're making some money. You're fine.
No, we're doing okay.
You're
No,
good.
we're-
All right.
Wait, what's the worst date you've ever been on?
I think it was a Raya date for
Okay.
me, and the guy just talked about himself the entire fucking time. Didn't ask me one
Oh.
question.
Oh God.
That's very LA. What about you? Have you done terrible dates?
I really haven't been on dates. I got married when I was like 24. I stayed in it for a very long time.
Yeah.
Got divorced and then got remarried really quick. So I've only been on like one date and it was great.
Wait, yeah, what was so amazing about that first date then, I guess?
He was so hot.
Okay.
Like I'm just like,
Yeah.
Any tattoos?
Yeah, well, I'm getting removed. They
Maybe get a couple of cool tats.
oh yeah.
Is that what I need to do?
I mean,
Yummy.
These Australians got 'em?
We
Our men have tats.
oh all over.
Oh, whoa. This got
Ta-
so
Not
excited.
down there, but everywhere else.
Okay.
But Matt's tatted.
Oh, completely.
Dom's tatted.
I know.
Yeah.
Well, my problem is like I get drunk and then I get him. So this was Zuru's, my friend's company. And then I got that
Oh,
with a
yeah.
girl, and then one in there with another girl, and then one on here with a bunch of girls.
Oh yeah, I know.
And then there's one on my bum, which is Arabic.
oh.
And it's meant to be like I don't know, I was 17. My friend like designed it and he's like, it's meant to say never forget, like elephants never forget, like we're never going to forget each other. But I guess neither of us speak
Fact
Arabic.
checked.
Yeah, it says never forget not, and there's no like elephant. It's just like a squiggle of an elephant,
Hmm.
and then there's one on my leg. Like, it's just silly. But, like, they're not hot tats. It's just
Yeah.
like, what am I doing?
Yeah.
Oh, and then I got his name in there.
Oh my god.
Yeah, no, we were never in a relationship. We were
This
just
was
best
not
friends.
okay.
Yeah, and then he got Harry on his, and it faded.
So isn't it? It's,
No, wait. No, this is bad. I love my friends.
It's super painful to get them removed, right?
Yeah, but I think just the trauma of having them
I
there.
think it's
is-
probably the good choice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But,
removal's good.
but then it's just like, this is just so deep. Wait, have you guys got any tattoos?
Oh,
yeah.
everywhere.
Oh,
She's covered.
what, really?
Yeah, her
Yeah.
whole back is done.
What did you do?
Her hips are covered.
What?
She's tatted.
What? So unassuming as well. Wait, what do you got on your back?
I did this early. When was it? 2000.
I think she's
Uh-oh.
having a midlife crisis.
Huge. Like that. My whole back art is angel,
Angel
wings.
wings.
Wow. Bold choice.
Yeah.
Nice.
And
it hurt?
roses on each hip.
Wow.
Yeah.
What hurt the most?
Oh my God. The hair. The
Really?
roses.
Oh, yeah.
Whew.
Wait, is the angel wings shaded in as well? Because apparently that's the worst.
They're pretty shaded.
Oh, fuck.
And they're huge. I mean, they're like
Yeah, they cover her
Oh,
whole
my
back.
whole
wow.
back. Yeah.
Oh,
It
it probably
was-
looks great. It's probably amazing.
I mean, it
It's
is
probably
pretty
just
awesome.
hurt like crazy. What about you?
I just have little ones.
Okay.
I think I have 7. Yeah, the one that hurt the most was my ribs.
Yeah, I heard they're terrible.
Yeah, it wasn't
Yeah.
great.
Yeah. See,
But
I don't
worth
know.
it.
Really?
You know? Well, no pain, no gain. That's what my dad
True.
always said. He's probably right about that.
Yeah, true.
Not much else, but that one he had right.
Well, growing up, what were you like growing up?
Mother, what was I like growing up?
Great. She was been a horse girl her whole life.
Oh, really?
It's true.
Yeah. She started riding horses when she was like 6.
I made straight A's, honor roll. I
Wow.
made great grades. I did all the extracurriculars.
Yep.
I was the
What?
golden child.
She was.
Really?
She was so easy.
Damn, that was like my brother. He was a golden child.
Yeah.
Is he the oldest?
Yeah.
So, yeah. So you feel like the oldest kid is like, you guys, we have the highest expectations, I think. Like they were stricter with me. And then with
Yeah.
each other kid,
That's
she got
so
less and
true.
less strict.
Right.
And they just didn't turn out as good.
Yeah, because you do all the heavy lifting, right?
Yeah.
You gotta pave the way.
Yeah. I got punished for all the dumb shit.
Yeah.
You know, like it was cray.
Is there any terrible like childhood stories like growing up that you were like, ugh, that you took the blame for something?
I mean, I feel like usually, like if you got mad at me, Trace and I, my brother Trace, we're like a year and a half apart in age. We're very close. And so we just did everything together and we're together
Nice.
all the time. And we fought a lot. But
Yeah.
I do feel like if Trace and I were in trouble, somehow it was always my fault.
You think?
Yeah. He was like, she's mean to me. She pulled my hair. She said this to me. And it was like somehow I was the bad guy all the time.
I do not think
Yes. And something that she won't admit to without me telling you is that she loves her boys. They are just the apple of her eye, the golden children. She's obsessed with her boys, and they had it so much easier. So if it was ever like one of the boys against one of the girls, guess who was going to win? The boys.
so. Because girls are just demons. I mean,
Can you believe
like
this?
when we
That
get
is
when we
crazy.
get hormonal, like we are just not okay.
What about before I had hormones?
And-
Before like puberty, when I was just still like an innocent little girl?
I don't feel like that I did that then.
Oh,
That,
you
like
did.
the poor
You definitely did with
boys,
Miley.
the boys suffered
No, they did
at
not.
the hands of you girls.
This is what I'm talking about. The boys had it easy, and where are they now?
That's true. Nashville
now?
without their mommy.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, yeah, you guys must be doing something, right?
That's true. Honestly,
stuck
I'm so
together.
close to all 3 of my girls. It's crazy.
We're proof that the tougher you are on your kids, the better they turn out. I think.
Really?
Absolutely.
Yeah, because she was much softer with the boys, and
Yeah.
the girls are the bosses of the family.
Yeah, they thrive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, is there any family traditions that you guys had growing up?
Not growing up, really. I feel
No?
like we've made more traditions as we've gotten older. It's funny, like a few Christmases ago, we were in Nashville,
Yeah.
and the 5 of us like all decided to hang out with each other. It was
Oh,
like the day
that's
before
nice.
Christmas or like the day after or something, and you were just in bed at my house doing your own thing. And the 5 of us were hanging out, and we were like, you know what? It's just so great to like want to hang out with each other and like
Yeah.
choose to spend time together. It's not like mom or dad forcing us all to be together on a holiday. Like we want to be together. And I feel like now that we're all adults, like we play card games. Like we'll whip out cards and
that's
play
nice.
Uno or play what's that one? What's the one game we love?
Not
shit.
bullshit.
Not bullshit. What's the other one though? King and Scum. Is that what we
Oh,
call
I
it?
think so.
that was good.
What is King and
It was
Scum?
fun.
It is fun. Miley
Wait,
always
what?
wins.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like
I think you taught us that game.
I did. I think my ex taught me that.
Oh
game.
yeah,
I'll
he
add that.
did.
Is it hard to like get everyone together with crazy schedules?
Yes.
I feel like that must be impossible.
It's so impossible.
Yeah, how do you do it? Or you don't?
We used
Doesn't
to
happen.
more, but now
Yeah.
like everybody has significant others, and
Oh,
it's like it's tough.
everyone's growing up.
Everybody's growing up.
It's really scary.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like I never get to see my family. Well,
Yeah.
I'm across the world. but
Yeah.
yeah, I just spend so much time with them. But I was thinking about it, like we don't have any family traditions. Like we didn't grow up doing Christmas or anything like that.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
very
No.
different.
Like. No, Eve Dom and his
No.
family, I don't think really did
No?
Christmases till they were here.
Well, I spent Christmas with my boyfriend in Australia, and we did have breakfast with his mom. And then he was like, "All right, let's go hang out with my friends. Like, let's hit the beach. Let's go
Yeah.
ride 4-wheelers." And I'm like, "Really? Like, we're not gonna hang with your family all day?" He was like, "Nah." He's like, "We're
Nah.
just gonna go hang with
Well,
hang
Christmas
with the guys."
is different for us because
It's
like
so
it's summer.
crazy.
Everyone's
yeah,
outside.
everyone
I
wanted to
know.
go to the beach. And
Yeah, you guys have to be inside. It's cold. It's snowing in Kentucky.
It's true.
Like
Yeah.
it's kind of nice and cozy. But for us, like I remember growing up, and just literally everyone was at the beach. Everyone had new toys. Like everyone was getting crazy.
yeah.
Apart from
But
us,
but you celebrated Christmas, but you
No.
no.
No, so we grew up. My parents had like religion forced on them when they were growing up,
Uh-huh.
and they're like, "We just don't want you to believe in anything, and just figure it
Whoa.
out when you turn 18." Which is now a bit of a problem because like my dad just passed, and I was trying to figure out like what I believe in because I'm like, oh, I want to believe that you're on the other side.
I believe that
Yeah, I hope so. Like
completely and totally.
there's been like some signs, but I was kind of annoyed about that because like we didn't get any guidance.
Yeah.
The thing though is you're damned if you do, damned if you don't, because I think like when you're raised in religion, then you feel like you were forced to believe that or trapped into
Sure.
believing that. And then when you're an adult, I think you figure out what you believe for yourself anyway.
Yeah.
No,
So if
I
anything,
feel
you
like
just get a clean slate.
I feel like it's
Yeah.
good for your parents to
well,
like.
that's easy for you to say because you had a good experience with it. But there are many
That's
people that
true,
were
I
raised in
did.
religion that really have a hard time.
Yeah.
I think like a lot of
Yeah.
people are raised in like really strict religion, and then
Yeah.
they become an adult and they're like, wait a second, do I believe this because because my parents did and because that's
Yeah.
just what we did, or like what do I believe? Or I don't think it's important to like figure it out for yourself.
Well, that's the thing that where I'm trying to figure out is because like when I have kids, I want to make sure that at least they have like some sort of like idea of something so that God forbid something happens that they'd be like, oh, like he's still here with me or whatever else. Because
Yeah.
that was like the biggest thing with my dad is I was kind of like trying to figure out a sign. I'm like, what is happening? And you kind of look for little things. Now I have like bees. If I see a bee, I'm like, oh, okay, he's near
Aw.
me, which is kind of random. But
Right.
like, it was like one of the last things that we're talking about. I was like, oh, I want to get like a little bee and then put some of your ashes in it so you're always close to my heart.
love
now
that.
tell that to the girl at the coffee shop and you're a shoe-in.
Yeah, I was trauma dump on her. Like, hey, I was there watching my
Yeah.
dad die. Like, hey, dad.
Girls love that. Girls feeling like they
do.
need someone to say
I
them
literally
things.
would be
Really?
like,
Oh,
oh,
yeah.
I love him.
Well, everyone already thinks I'm a project to work on. That they can fix it. Like, anytime I get rumored to be with someone, they're like, oh, she thinks she can fix him. And I'm like, I'm not that bad.
Oh my gosh, she thinks she can fix him.
Just let her think it. Oh God.
Wait, do you believe in anything then? Or,
I do, yeah, I do.
Okay.
But I was when I grew up, my grandmother was very religious, my mom's mom, and I was so close with her.
Yeah.
And so she had all of us like in church every Sunday, and it was
Yeah.
Methodist church, which is very similar to Catholic in the way that like you guys all stand up and read the same hymns in unison, and it's like a little bit creepy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it was just very structured religion.
Right.
And then as I got older in high school, really is when I kind of started to explore more on my own, and then started going to more of a non-denominational church that was just not so structured, and it left more room to have like more of a personal relationship
Right.
with spirituality and religion, and that I gravitated to a lot more.
Yeah.
And then now I think as an adult, like I feel closest to God in nature and like with the horses and walking outside, and like that's just where I feel the closest to that and feel that my spirituality like thrive is outdoors. And I
The
think,
best.
but I don't think that is true for everybody. I think it's like everybody has their own thing, and like it's not one size fits all. And I think that that's okay. And like I don't think it's just like one religion is the only way. At
Yeah.
all.
That's why I think it's just the same thing, just different meanings. Like
Yeah.
everyone's got like different words for it.
Mhm.
How about you? You any thoughts and feelings on that or not?
I mean, I'm totally a Southern Christian girl.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Like I'm
She's
like
a Southern Belle.
I'm a Southern belle.
But her tagline used to be, "I love Jesus and weed."
That's a good tagline.
But then now she's sober.
Jesus made weed.
Yeah.
It's from the earth. But yeah, no, I totally I'm believe the Bible. I'm all in.
Do you guys travel together? Go on any crazy trips?
She doesn't travel.
I used to.
What?
No,
Hey.
you don't leave Toluca Lake.
That's not true. I just got back from New York a couple of weeks ago.
She doesn't like to travel though.
I don't love to.
Wait,
No.
really?
And I
Yeah.
love it.
Yeah.
Love.
Yeah, talk about your DJing. What's going on? Are you on the road every weekend, or how does it work?
Yeah, like April through October, I feel like it's almost every weekend.
Wow.
But I don't mind it. I would rather be gone on weekends and home during the week. Like when I was young, I was in a band and we toured the country in a 12-passenger van and I was gone for 4 months at a time. And I
Wow.
hated that because I had no life when you're on the road. It's great the hour you're on stage and then the other 23 hours is just miserable. And I
Draining.
felt like all my friends and my family were at home living their lives and I was just stuck in a van on the road all the time.
Yeah.
And so I didn't like that. But now DJing's great because I'm gone for 1 or 2 nights. Then I'm back home. I don't have any gear to travel with. I just have a little USB stick with all my music, pop it in, and I'm good to go.
So easy.
Carry
fun.
on life. It's amazing.
Yeah. Has there been any crazy mishaps that you've made on stage?
Oh, all the fucking time.
Really?
The gear,
No, tell
something
us.
happens with the gear almost every show, I swear. And it's
Really?
if
What?
the thing is most times I can sound check if I want,
Yeah.
but I play on the same equipment every time. The venue provides equipment and most DJs play on very standard Pioneer CDJs and it's all the same. And so it's sound check is kind of pointless because it's really, as long as everything's plugged in the way it should run fine. But if you don't sound check, you show up and something's not plugged in right or someone didn't update the software or
no.
something crazy, So
Yeah.
it's I usually tell myself I need to go sound check, otherwise something's gonna fuck up. But there have been times for sure where one time the power went out completely. We tripped the power or something.
No.
And the music just stops, which is that's the worst thing as a DJ.
That's not what you
so
want.
bad.
Is
Yeah.
for the music to just cut out. And then they're stall. And I'm oh God. I don't even like talking on the mic when I'm playing shows at all, much less having to stall for everyone to fix the gear. So that's bad. I've also had a couple times where I love bringing people up into the booth because it's more fun,
Yeah.
fans, but venues don't like that because they don't want people spilling drinks on the gear and
Yeah.
security hazards, whatever. But I'm always yeah, just let them in for a minute. But then what happens is they'll get up there and someone will elbow the play button and
I was
the music
thinking
will just
that.
stop. You know what I mean?
fuck.
Or
I'd
they'll
be that
knock the
person.
fader and it'll cut the music out. And sometimes that's very awkward. But I usually just laugh
That's
off.
why they don't want you to do that.
I know, but it's just
Yeah.
more fun.
It sounds like
And
the venues know what they're talking
here's the
about.
thing though. You know what the best part about DJing is? Moments where you get to make someone's day. And
Yeah.
getting someone, if someone's please, can I come up? Please, it's my birthday. And it's you know what?
Oh
It's
my
going to make your day to come up
gosh.
here for 4 minutes during one song and party.
Well, now everyone knows how to get
That's
behind
worth
the decks
it.
with you.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Everybody's
just
like,
tell
"It's my
me it's your
birthday."
You're a DJ.
Tell me you just got married or something crazy and I'll let
Yeah.
you in the booth. No, but that part, it's just so fun and so easy to make someone's day. And I really enjoy that.
Has there been any terrible fan interactions while you've been on the road, or amazing ones?
It's mostly really good. I
Yeah.
feel like for the most part, fans are so sweet, and a lot of the fans that come to my DJ gigs also listen to our podcast.
Yeah.
Nice.
And that's my favorite is when someone comes up and says oh my God, I listen to your podcast. To me, it just makes it so much more personal. It's
Yeah.
we're hanging out every week. So I feel like I just know them,
Yeah.
And I love getting to meet them in person and just have an extra layer of connecting with fans. It's just so cool.
It's so nice when people come up I listen to this episode or whatever
Yeah.
else. I'm
Yeah.
wait, there's real people?
It's
Yeah.
the best.
Isn't that
Yeah,
crazy?
I know. And I do feel like podcasting is just so special in that it is so personal. And I feel like people that are listening or watching feel like they're sitting in the room with you and
They
hanging
do.
out.
Yeah.
And I just think that that's so cool. And, social media has changed the way we interact with fans so much. And it's kind of given them more of a glimpse into your life, which is so cool. And to me, podcasting just takes that to another level.
It's so good. So fun. We're going to switch gears and go into dating relationships. I know we touched on it a little bit. Okay,
Tish's
yeah.
favorite subject.
Oh yeah. So Tish, I want to our listeners, our young ladies, just need tips about getting back out there, putting
Okay,
themselves
she's
out
the
there,
perfect
especially
one.
after being in a long-term relationship or a single mother entering the dating world. Is there any advice you give to our ladies?
You know what? I feel like people that are kind of starting over, I hear it so much that they don't have a positive outlook on that in so many ways. They think they're too old or because they have a child or, and I just think that you have to be willing to put yourself out there. And I know when relationships are ending, you have so much baggage. And I had to work really hard at not projecting the relationship I was coming out of on the relationships or the relationship I was going into. And I think that you just have to be really open-minded and kind of let that go, the past and the baggage, and to put yourself out there and be open to having a relationship again. And because I hear so many people that aren't. It's like they've been through a bad situation and kind of thought they're all going to be bad.
Yeah.
And because, as we used to say,
men are garbage.
that.
Yeah, we are.
Most of them are.
Yeah. And
unless they're tall and Australian.
yes.
With tattoos.
And with tattoos.
With tattoos, that's the
Yeah.
that's what gets you over the edge there.
But I think that for me, and I see, I have friends that had been in long-term marriages that also have started over, and it can happen, and it's just like a second chance at life in some ways, and it's amazing. And I think it's hard to put yourself out there, especially if you're older or with children, but I think you just have to be confident in yourself and just do it.
How do you stay optimistic, especially after going through a bad breakup or a bad situation?
It's hard because I literally was like, I'm going to be alone forever.
Yeah.
I said that so many times.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
which we all knew was silly.
Yeah, come on.
No, I
You're
was
lying to yourself.
I was so afraid of being alone, and I just always was crying and saying, I'm just gonna be alone forever.
Truly, daily.
You're silly goose.
Oh no.
What a silly goose sausage.
But
I think I think you have to really for the longest time you believed that.
Oh, completely and
she
totally.
really believed that, but it took meeting Dom for you to believe a different narrative.
Totally.
And I think if you don't believe the narrative, then it's probably not going to happen for you. And that's not just with relationships. That's anything, right? If you don't buy what you're selling, why would anybody else, kind of thing?
Exactly.
So I think you have to believe that there is somebody out there for you, and that there is life beyond how you feel right now. And because if you can constantly live in a negative mindset, you're just going to stay in a negative place.
Yeah, I feel you just have to keep lying to yourself to be like, hey, it's going to get so much better.
Fake it till you make it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I feel like I'm like that as well. I'm like, okay, I'm just going to keep exactly faking it till I make it, to be until I figure it out. But
yeah.
So do you want a relationship?
Yeah, I want it all.
You do. Family, kids, whole thing.
The whole shebang.
How old are you?
I'm nearly 30.
Oh, you're so young.
27.
Nearly 30.
Are you insane?
I am. I just got PIP in my hairline. I'm worried about shit.
Oh my gosh, 27.
I know. I feel like my head's swollen.
You have so much time.
Is my head still swollen?
No.
Okay, I'm scared of it.
Here's what I think.
Okay.
I think that meeting someone later in your 30s, here's what's so great about it.
Oh my God.
You know who you are. They know who they are. You've both been through some shit,
true.
and you're on the other side of it.
Look, you saw me on these shows. You know I've been through enough shit.
I know you've been through some shit, but at
Self-inflicted
27, you might not be through all of the shit. Is all I'm saying. And that's okay. There's no rush.
I don't want to keep getting in shit.
But
Stinks down here.
I just think that there's a path for you, and you're going to end up exactly where you're meant to be.
Oh, damn it.
Toxic positivity at its finest.
There
Here
we
we
go.
I
go.
was getting ready to say,
I know.
who are you?
But I do. I think everything happens for a reason. And I think things happen when they're supposed to.
Right.
And everyone's timeline is different. And I was just reading, I got some what the stupid Instagram
up until
thing.
7 foot, she
I
was so
"Men are
negative.
trash. I'm gonna be alone forever. I don't need
Fuck
this shit.
men.
Yeah, I
I'm
was.
better off without him. I love being alone.
But here's the thing. It's I met somebody my age that's also, he's had his fair share of shit through his life and with relationships, and so have I. And I think when you're in your 20s, I think you're chasing someone hot. Well, she still was, but somebody hot and someone that I look good with, and someone, whatever, that makes me feel a certain way. But then in your 30s, for me and for Matt, it's we were looking for a partner. Someone that complements my life, makes me better, wants the same things I want.
That's what I want.
And I think that's what you got to start looking for.
Yeah.
Instead of just the hottest girl in the room, or, the one with the sexy accent.
But you can have both.
got
I
both.
did.
Yeah,
But
see,
so did I.
I like your game plan.
But I think when you start looking for the other things, you find what is meant for you.
Well, what I realized is that when I came back from New Zealand, I was like, I should probably stop acting like someone's husband. And that, I got rid of my Lamborghini, got a nice car.
That's good.
Family car.
Family car. It's got screens in the back. Swear to God, I got
He's
screens in
ready.
the back just in case. Well, I've got a godson, so I'm like, if he wants to come on
there
a
you go.
road trip, he can watch
Take
whatever.
him to the coffee shop.
Yeah, I don't. Well,
Well, then they could think he has a kid.
Is that bad?
I don't think that's
know.
bad.
Is that
No.
I don't know.
No,
I don't
I
know.
don't think so.
Yeah, well,
I was
I would
very
love to have
open
a
to
kid.
dating someone with kids.
Really?
Yeah, I don't want my own kids, so that was like my
Oh yeah.
angle.
How
but-
come? What's the?
I don't really like kids.
Oh. We had this lady on.
Yeah.
Vanessa.
Uh-huh.
She's great. We had a whole podcast episode where her and her husband have decided that they don't want to have kids. They want to be childless. And I thought it was interesting because I'm like, oh, I didn't know that was an option.
Oh,
I'm out here trying to get everyone pregnant.
There's another way.
Yeah, apparently you don't have to do that.
Yeah.
So I was just like trying to speed run like
But
relationship.
you do want kids.
It was as many as I can get.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Well, that's no, no, like Jeffrey
boy.
Epstein stuff. No, not like that.
Maybe leave that out on the coffee dates.
Okay.
That line, maybe just stick to like 2 sound nice.
Yeah. Well, see,
Yeah.
I want a little boy and a girl.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, the older brother to protect the
Okay.
younger sister. Yeah. Have you ever had good advice from the kids about dating relationships or not really?
Most of it is from Miley.
I feel like you don't like taking her dating advice.
What do you mean?
I feel like you like taking your own
I
dating
do like
advice.
taking my own advice, and look, it worked
Yeah,
out perfect.
it's working.
Look
She's
where it
so
got
happy.
her.
Yeah.
No, but Miley was very encouraging.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We all were.
Yeah.
But I did tell you were rushing marriage a little bit. It scared me.
Yeah.
Why? What's wrong with
I'm like,
rushing?
we just got out of one marriage. Why are we jumping into another? Like, it just freaked me out.
Why not?
True.
Well,
I think me and her are alike. I'll get married today.
I'm just saying, sometimes when you rush things, then you have to take a few steps backwards and work through a bunch of shit that you skipped.
Yeah, well, I
Jeez.
do that.
It's boring. What's your biggest red flags? Any?
There's a lot.
Okay.
Men
Well,
in flip flops is my number one.
oh, thank God I didn't wear them today. Wait.
I
wait,
can't stand men in flip flops. Any shoe where a man has something between his toes.
You're dating
is
an
not for me.
Australian.
Yeah, and he's not allowed to wear flip flops. It's boots
Did
or
he
barefoot.
before you?
Maybe at the beach.
I could see
but
it.
you know what he wears, which everyone else is probably gonna think is worse. But to me, like
If it is those strappy,
Crocs?
the Crocs, yeah, the camo Crocs.
Okay.
They're a little sexy.
You have to leave.
They're a little bit sexy. I don't know.
that is disgusting.
What is going on with you guys? I'm team mum on this one.
Ew,
What?
yeah.
You're telling me that Dad in the rainbow flip flops is better than Matt in Crocs?
Yes.
Zero
But
chance. No,
like both
no.
are just bad. Both are just bad.
Yeah, we call them songs in
Yeah.
Australia.
That's even worse.
And jandals in New Zealand.
Oh, yeah.
no, it's
Yeah.
not for me.
Wait, what else? Any
Now,
other?
if you're gonna wear
Okay.
flip flops, they have to be like that, almost like the Havaiana top.
Yeah, they're great.
Those are
They're
good,
just sexy.
but the others are no.
Well, you'd hate Brazil. That's all they wear there.
Do they?
Oh, it's
Oh yeah,
insane.
those men are probably not for me.
But the thing is, I don't mind seeing a little toe from time to time. Get your toes out.
No.
That's great.
I don't think so.
No?
You better have really great feet if your toes are out all the time.
Yeah, got a little French tips on them.
You know, something like
delicious.
they gotta be. Who was it? Oh,
Uh-oh.
we have to cut it. The name. We just have to bleep the name.
Okay.
You know what said was the deal breaker? for her?
No, not
She said his feet were so disgusting that she just could not fuck him. She did. She was like, that was the
What?
deal breaker for me.
I am dead.
these people, but this is
You can
crazy.
leave all their
dead.
names, but you can leave the rest of it. It's hilarious. She was like, so this like guy that's very cute, and my friend who's smoking hot, gorgeous girl, and she was like, yeah, it was the feet, like they're disgusting.
Oh,
What-
he does wear the leather flip flop things a lot.
But I think it was like his actual feet that were the
Do
problem.
they smell or they just like
She
their,
just said
their
they
toes
looked.
were like
they didn't
arthritis?
look. They didn't look good. They were. I think she called them caveman feet.
Oh, I can see that.
Maybe they weren't clean. I'm not
Uh-huh.
sure.
But couldn't that just be like, hey, let's go on a date and get a mani-pedi? Woo.
I mean,
I think he
he's
needs more than
barefoot a
mani-pedi.
lot.
Yeah.
Really?
A lot.
What does he do? Does he just live in the jungle?
He
Who was this
just
guy? Is
he
he
just
caveman?
hangs.
He's just high all the time.
Yeah.
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 What are some other deal breakers? Okay, I can't
good.
stand when someone's rude in general, but like specifically to like a server or like
Yes,
an
I
Uber
hate
driver
that.
or
That's
like
All I do.
I just don't like if
No,
you're
I'm
rude
joking.
to somebody in the service industry. Like I
Yeah.
cannot.
Absolutely.
Like a hard pass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get out.
That's
Yeah.
a big one for me. What are some of your deal breakers? I feel like you have a lot.
The flip flops are the leather flip flops are a big
Flip flops
one.
are bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like just the way
Um,
men dress in general.
In general, I was gonna say tight
like,
jeans is just
It's
no.
no.
Really?
Yeah, and I
Okay.
feel like you
Yours
wear
are
black,
looser.
white, or gray t-shirts, and like that's perfect.
Fucking
It's
hell.
so wet.
Yeah.
He's like,
Thank
what
God
am
I brought a
wearing?
different outfit just in
Yeah.
case.
Black, white, gray. Do not
shit.
steer away. Do not
Mm.
wear big freaking graphic t-shirts. Like I cannot take it. And I love a hat.
Okay,
I love
well,
a baseball
I'm
hat.
hiding
You
my
know what?
hairline.
You're doing great.
Okay, I'm doing all good today?
Yeah,
You're doing great.
good.
Okay, I was trying to be, I don't know what I was trying to be.
Yeah.
I'm nervous now. I usually wear like a singlet. And I'm like,
But I feel like I go on tangents about the way men dress all the time.
Yeah.
But just a good pair of jeans, good pair of sneaks, black, gray, white t-shirt.
Yeah.
You're good.
Yeah, this is true. I don't particularly like men in dress shoes.
Oh,
what?
Like
What
dress
are
shoes.
Wait, what are your red flags? What
I
is going-
despise men in dress
It's
shoes.
like,
Like-
it's
like
no
dress-
thongs, dress
shoes
shoes.
are hideous.
They
What's
are
going
so
on?
bad.
You just don't like
And
feet or
I
shoes?
just I like sneakers and I like boots.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
know?
Agreed.
Yeah.
Why don't we like dress shoes?
they're just
They are so creepy.
They're weird.
What?
They
Yeah.
are the creepiest thing. And honestly, oh gosh, look
Wait.
at her look around. Okay, nobody. When they wear dress shoes without socks,
Oh yeah.
Okay,
Oh,
that's weird.
it is cringe.
Get no shows.
It
Yeah.
is so bad.
I don't want to see a man's ankle. I don't think.
Ew.
I
Really?
don't think so.
I mean, on
Wow.
most of these dating shows, like they're in
The Bachelor specifically, it's like men in like suit pants that are too short and too tight,
and no
loafers
socks.
and no socks. Like, what are you doing?
Wow, I'm so glad you guys didn't see photos of me a couple years ago.
Oh my gosh.
Really embarrassing.
Never do that
Well, look
again.
at you now. It's what this is
Well,
what matters.
I'm trying.
You're
I don't-
doing great.
Am I
Yeah.
really? I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
know what
you're
I was
doing
going
great.
to
Yeah,
do today.
and jeans are tough. Like jeans
They
are hard.
are.
Really?
It's like they can't be too baggy and they can't be too skinny,
Yeah.
but these are good.
I'm sitting down, so thank God.
Yeah.
Wait, is there any like behavioral things that are red flags, or is it just shoes and
well,
feet?
oh, you know what?
A
mommy's boy is a red flag.
Well, my
Yeah.
dad died, so I have to be a mommy's
But
boy.
are you a mommy's boy or are you and your mom just close? Because
No,
there's
really
a difference.
close. Yeah.
I
There's a
love
difference.
that.
Yeah, no,
I
she's
like
my-
it when you guys are close, but mommy's boy is like a whole nother level.
Really?
Yeah.
Like what does that mean? Because like I don't know. I guess I'm the only one that can calm my mom down when she gets a bit sad. Like I have
That's
to call
okay.
her and her new husband. Like the other day they were having a fight, and I like called her. I called him. I was like, hey, what's going on? He's like, oh, she's upset. She's hiding in the garage.
Oh.
Called her.
Big
hey,
fight.
what's going on? Oh, I don't think it was even about anything. I think she was just like confused and being angry, and just like having her moment. Because I realized that my mom will get very avoidant when there's like some trauma
Oh.
stuff going on.
Yeah, that's
Interesting.
me.
Yeah, she like wants to like push push everyone away.
Oh, yeah.
And like run away, because that's kind of what she did when she was younger, is just like go and travel and do her thing. And I've realized that after like dealing with my dad and the grief of that, because I saw it firsthand. I was like, oh, okay. Because the reason why they were a little bit upset is she was like couldn't figure out why she was so upset about what was going on, and yeah, so she was hiding, looking at old family photos and stuff. And I'm like, Mom, like you have every reason to be upset. Like it's all good. But then I called him and I'm like, hey, she really loves you. Can you go give her a hug? And then I'll be on the phone while they hug. And I'm like,
That-
which is really
Tell
nice.
the
That's
girls
sweet.
this
Yeah,
story.
see,
No.
like you have so many tools you can use.
oh,
to
Yeah,
tools?
Yeah,
that's
these
sweet.
are
I
good.
think I've done enough dating. I just want to find the one. You know?
Really?
Yeah. Is that okay?
Fran, you were so wrong about him.
Oh, Mom, go watch. What was that show?
What did you say?
Go watch Perfect Match and then tell me.
That was 2 years ago. Wait, do you think I'm boyfriend material?
I do now.
Yes, thank you. Don't even answer.
Yeah.
What's your zodiac sign?
Yeah, what is your sign?
I'm a Gemini.
Same.
Oh, boy.
But men Gemini. Men
Uh,
Gemini though are different.
no.
Yeah.
This
They are.
is a good one.
Are they
Are
like-
you? When's your birthday? May
24th?
24th.
Yeah, apparently I'm on the cusp.
Yeah, you are on the.
Oh,
Cusp.
you're on the cusp of a
Taurus.
Taurus, which is what I am.
See, look at us.
Yeah.
Yep. Do you know your moon and rising? Okay, girls like this stuff. You should talk about this at coffee.
I think he's the total package.
You want to get married? We're good to go. Oh,
I'm,
wait.
We're gonna go watch
Please.
one of his shows.
No, I'm not. That's in his past, Fran.
Thank you. Okay. Apparently I'm in my Saturn return. So apparently it means
Moon
I'm
is
fucked.
Sag. So they say that you embody more of your rising sign as you get older, which is Taurus, which is her.
So
But you're also
I'm nearly 30.
your sun is also on the cusp of Taurus. So I would say like you probably have a lot of Taurus traits,
Taurus traits.
which is great. We love it.
You know what? That's why I feel like at 27, wanting to get married and have kids and settle down and being, you know what I mean? Like that's a very Taurus thing.
It is a little bit.
Yeah, they like to be home with their people.
Comfort,
Yeah.
stability.
They love
Yeah.
comfort.
Really?
Yeah. Do you like to be cozy?
Yeah. Yeah.
I love to be cozy.
Do you love a fuzzy blanket?
I need a fuzzy blanket and like the fire. I love to be comfy.
That's too good.
I do.
Okay, so what are you looking for in a wife?
Wait, this is.
We decided. Look,
Like
we're
what
turning the tape.
personality traits are you looking for in a
I
wife?
don't know anymore. It's just.
Well, you better know if you're going to be out there looking for it.
No, it was so funny. I was talking to my friend about this. I went on a date, and like she asked me a lot of questions. I was like, "This is really cool. Someone who's interested." He's like, "That's the bare minimum. Like, just asking somebody wants to know about you."
Yeah.
It's really interesting. I don't know, just someone who's got a like super like lighthearted but deep. In those moments when they need to be deep, but like doesn't take life too seriously, just wants to have fun, but also has a really good career and is like focused on their career.
So you want someone with a career and that wants to work and has their own shit going on.
Yeah, because I just get motivated around the people that I'm around, you know? So if like you're with a girl and they're really like, oh, you're with a partner and they love their job and they come home, they're excited about it and they're telling you all this stuff and they can't like contain their excitement. That makes me excited. I'm like, holy shit, I got to work harder. Like this, I want to feel like that.
That's amazing.
That's good.
That gets me excited.
I feel like most men, it's the total opposite. I feel like they feel threatened by that.
Well, or
Yeah.
like a lot of men, like I feel like it's innate, like feel the need to provide and like be the breadwinner and, you know,
Totally.
be, I don't know, the caretaker.
Yeah.
How do you feel about a woman that makes more money than you?
Let's go.
You're into
I'll
it.
be the pool boy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. What about with the kids? Would you be the stay-at-home dad?
For sure.
Really?
I'll sell feet pics.
Oh my gosh, this is awesome.
Yeah. No, I could have a
That's too
YouTube
good.
channel with my family.
Okay, what would you say are like the 3 most important things to you when it comes to like what you want for your future?
Sense of humor, because life's a joke. Let's have a giggle.
Uh-huh.
Someone who is just like, well, for me, like goal orientated, like has to set goals and full of gratitude. Like each week, me and my team, we do a thing like 5 things we're grateful for this week, or like what happened last week.
that.
So I just
That
think
is
an attitude of
awesome.
gratitude is like the biggest thing. Just someone who like can stop and be like, oh, I really appreciate this. I really like this. Like this is nice. Because I feel like in this world, you guys have definitely seen it firsthand. It's like it's so fast, so much shit going on, whatever else. Really takes like, I don't know. It's just nice to sit still for a second.
Yeah.
But I also want someone who's adventurous because I'm like, I'm very comfortable staying at home and I want to have someone that's like, hey, let's go drive here, let's go do that. So I don't know. I feel like that was like 40 things.
That's great.
Those are good things though.
Yeah. Am I
Yeah.
doing okay?
Yeah,
doing
but
great.
you said you want to go back to Australia to raise kids. So I feel like
Yes.
it's important for you to find somebody that's open to that.
But I think like I want to have a home here and one in Australia.
That'd be great.
Yeah.
But I just don't think I'm in a point in my career where I can just like leave
Yeah.
and be like,
Yeah.
surprise.
Because there are more opportunities here.
That's what we're doing.
really
And
is.
if I wasn't here, I wouldn't be meeting you guys.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
true.
True.
I know.
Okay, well, besides this podcast, like, what are your career goals?
Well, it's a good question. Just making it up. No, I want to be in hosting and movies and stuff like that, and scripted TV, not unscripted.
You
I'm
want
a
to act?
producer.
Yeah, you are? There she is. Hell yeah. No, I've done 2 films,
Okay.
which hopefully come out at some point, so people don't think I'm lying about it.
That's amazing.
Because I've been saying it for like a year or 2. I'm like, hey guys, I'm in these 2 movies.
Yeah.
Where are they? I don't know.
Well, it takes forever to come out.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
It takes 4.
It takes like 10 years to make a show, I
Yeah.
swear.
Guys, yeah, what are we doing?
I don't know. I don't understand.
Just need AI to just spin it around, put my
Well, I
face on
feel
it.
like that's coming.
That is
like,
coming.
Okay,
yeah,
good.
Sure.
Get me in it.
Yeah.
Well, but then if they use AI, they don't need actors.
No, they will, right?
I don't know.
scary.
You guys know.
I
I don't know what I'm doing.
I
I'm just,
Fake
I'm
it till
just
you
here.
make it.
Yeah, no, I don't know. I just think like the reality stuff, I've kind of maxed it out.
Mm-hmm.
I've done like a few feel good shows. Like I want to do stuff that's like for charity and like feel good stuff and like
love that.
family stuff, but
Mm-hmm.
not like I've
He has changed his ways.
That's what they want you to think.
yeah.
I believe it.
It's my girl right here.
I believe him. I do.
Well, I've done like
This is how he got here.
Yeah.
Girls just believe him.
yeah. Wait.
They just believe him.
No, I've done like
All of us
5
girls are
dating
just out
shows.
here believing what men tell us.
That is true.
And then it ends in heartbreak.
What if no? The last one was like 2 years
The
ago.
best thing you could do is prove me wrong.
I am.
I would love that.
I'm trying my best.
I tell my boyfriend this. I'm like, prove me wrong.
Yeah.
He's like, wow. He's like, "So, who hurt you? And I'm like, a lot of men.
Everyone.
Prove me wrong.
All of them.
Yeah.
No, I'm trying my best. I learned how to cook with my air fryer,
Oh, that's
so
a
I
good
can
skill.
make chicken now.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can fry stuff.
See, now tell the girls this at coffee. Like, I would love to cook for you.
Well, no, I wouldn't want to. I would not love to do that. I also figured out sourdough is really good and nice
Huh?
to eat. Yeah.
To eat or to make?
No, I can't make
Just
it.
to eat it.
I was with my friend and his girlfriend gave me a loaf. I was like, this shit is really good. Like, this shit is
We
unreal.
thought you were baking it.
No, I
Yeah.
can't do
No,
that.
I can't either.
Wait, what's your craziest conspiracy theories?
Nothing
Tell them
like,
about the LA tunnels.
oh,
Okay,
Miley
no,
tunnel.
that's not real.
She's convinced.
I've heard the LA tunnels are real.
Did you see the clip of the guys on the podcast
No,
talking about that?
no.
Oh, okay.
What podcast?
No, it was my friend's podcast. They're comedians. They're like, oh, there's like Starbucks underneath,
Oh.
and then Will Smith like duetted it.
Totally heard that.
Yeah, and then I was like, I sent it to my friend. I was like, wait, is this real? He's like, no, like we're just trying to go viral.
I heard Will Smith has a whole underground bunker in LA. Like
I believe
when
it.
shit goes down and there's all kinds
You know
of
what?
and
I would do that.
that
Oh, really?
and all have this whole thing.
I'm sure they do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like you guys could probably just like figure it out because you're
May-
closer
yeah.
Maybe.
than the rest of us. You could be like, hey,
I just think there's all kinds of stuff that's gonna happen, and that it's just
She loves a conspiracy.
really?
Mhm.
Wait.
But I don't think they're conspiracies. I think they're true.
That's what all conspiracy theories
No,
say. Yeah.
like
Yeah.
they want to call it. And
Actually,
guess,
yeah.
guess who came up with
Birds
the
aren't
name
real. We're all
conspiracy?
being watched.
Yeah.
We get it.
The
Yeah.
government is the people that came up with the word conspiracy theory anyway.
That's what they all say.
No,
Yeah.
like
Who was your dream guest on your podcast?
probably Pam Anderson.
Pam Anderson is her
Oh,
answer.
I
wow.
love
Yeah.
Pamela. She's amazing.
I feel like you guys could get it.
Yeah,
no?
she
she
like I
could.
know her, and but you know what? I just like I don't like to put pressure on my friends, and I consider her. A
I
friend.
do. I called them all up when you were in Nashville and said, "Hey, can you please come on my podcast?"
And did everybody say yes?
Yes. That's how we
Oh.
had so many great guests. You're
Okay.
welcome.
Well, I always feel bad asking.
Anything coming up for you?
And just plugging the podcast.
Yeah.
Sorry, We're Cyrus comes out on Thursdays.
Mhm.
What'd you say? Oh, and I'm recently
She's a TikTok star.
That's my producer. And I'm new to TikTok.
Wow.
Yeah.
You're the cutest
And
person ever.
honestly, I love it so much. And I'm learning like so many cool like makeup tips. Like today I outlined my lips in a contour
I love you.
that I learned on
She's
TikTok.
keeping TikTok shop in business with her purchases.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
I am.
Amen.
Yeah.
I am doing
yeah.
that.
Yes.
And then I decided to call mine a Tish Talk. So
You're
I think
just
I
the
coined,
best.
I coined that
Oh,
term.
you
Yeah,
did?
actually,
Okay.
yeah, Tish Talk.
Well, guys, thank you so much for hanging out. If you did enjoy today's episode, please give him a follow, give us 5 stars, and give your parents a kiss.
Oh,
Woo!
yeah. Give us 5 stars too.
Yeah, give them 5 stars. Yeah, go listen to their podcast.
How are you here? Do you have a green card? What's the tea?
Wait.
We're not.
I'm just curious.